Hi, I'm Naila. I am from Lebanon originally. I'm a blogger turned athlete. I also skydive as well, and I share publicly my life on social media outlets. So this has become what I do.
What do you think are the biggest challenges as a blogger and an influencer and someone who likes to skydive and do certain things? What was your biggest challenge in during this COVID-19 pandemic?
I think in a time like this, as a blogger, it's not more of a challenge, but it's actually more like there's more pressure now to make sure that you spread a good, positive voice. It's not pressure, but it's more like you have to remember that a lot of people are following you and you have a voice. I feel like this is my duty right now to do that. My other personality as a skydiver, it's been really hard because, of course, I'm very like adrenaline. I wake up and I leave the house, and for whatever it is, I just go.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I've had to like find a little bit of excitement and dopamine and happiness through other things, which has been kind of a blessing actually, because I didn't actually know that I could read. I thought I had no attention to, like, for reading, but I've been reading a lot recently, so that's really been helping my mindset.
So I'd like to understand more about the changes that you've had to make and how, while changing, these things have affected you as a woman and so on.
You know what? I've learned pretty early that being an influencer is different than being an influential person. And I've always wanted to have influence on someone and be influential, not just be an influencer.
Mm.
Because of course you can have millions of numbers next to your name, but the thing is, like I said, it's a duty for your voice. So when I was changing from kind of doing outfit shots every day and kind of trying to be what everybody else was doing when I first started, I was like, oh, cute outfits, let me do the same.
Mm.
I started to realize that I had other things in my heart. There was an adventurer girl in there that wasn't, being let out because I felt like I had to just follow everybody's path. When I started to just let myself be free, I started to realize that all these things I had in my head, which I was afraid of heights, like I grew up very conservative family. I wasn't allowed to do this, wasn't allowed to do this, all this. I started to kind of slowly remove these layers and all the things I thought people would judge me for, and just judged myself. And that's what made me change from being a everyday outfit of the day blogger to now sharing a voice of saying, hey, no matter how old you are, wherever you are in the world, and especially if you're a woman, you can do this for yourself, and you can be brave and fight whatever you fear and make something courageous out of it. So yeah, I think it's definitely a duty to make something amazing from a page
No,
that has
actually,
a
the
good
best
poet.
part about what you said is that you just stopped doing what everyone else is doing and you found yourself wherever that is and you just went ahead for it and you're successful even doing that. So that actually shows you that you don't have to follow in people's footsteps. Build your own footstep and let people follow yours.
My outlook personally is, I think I had to take advantage of this time to just become a better person, because that just means I'm better to my friends, and that means they might be better to whoever was around them. So hopefully just creating a positive change. And I think professionally it's given me a lot of time, because I've always wanted to start my own brand and I've never had the time to do it. So I want to start, by the way, I wanted to start a gym clothing brand for women, empowering women of every shape and size, because we're not all the same
I
size.
love
Or
it and I actually think it suits you completely.
thank you so much. Thank you. And that's what I want, because everything now is to look pretty, but there's no actual support for each person's size. You get something, you get it, and you're like, wait, how am I going to get into this? So I've been working on that at home now, taking advantage of this time. And of course, helping others. I mean, I know we've always donated to charities, but now it's been brought into our hearts that this is the time to really step up.
What is an advice that you would give women in particular to be becoming an influencer like yourself?
I think numbers do matter. However, actually, right now, micro influencers matter more, because you could post bikini pictures all day long and get hundreds of thousands of likes, but that is not an influential person. So if somebody is starting right now, what I would tell them is have a vision, a vision of how you're going to change your community, people around you. Why are people going to look at your page? Are you helping someone? Are you going to inform them of something? Is there something that they need to log on to your page every day to see that you're doing differently than everybody else? That is key, because if you have 10,000 followers, but you are informative, you have a vision, you're influential, people look up to you, you're inspiring, then that matters more than having a million followers. Good. If you start a page and say, I'm going to just dance on TikTok all day and get millions of likes,
Which
great,
has
you might
been
get millions
seen
of
so
likes.
much, right? It's
Yeah,
been crazy the amount of people on TikTok. God damn it.
I know. And I think that that's called micro content, which means something that'll make you laugh for 2 seconds, but no one will remember you. It has to be something memorable. In the end, that's literally all that matters.
You know, I'm so glad to be having this conversation with you because you're not just an influencer, but you're a smart, influential woman, and
Thank you.
you're Lebanese. يعني
Yes.
بنحكي عربي. Honestly, I think that the message that you gave right now is very important to so many women because, like I said, people look at social media and they see all the beauty, right? I see a
Right,
beautiful post, someone, like you said, posted a beautiful post, and that's all I see. But I don't see the
right.
effort, the thought, the work behind it, and everything that you really try to put out there as an influential person.
Thank you
So,
so much for those words. Honestly, I think if I would had a daughter, I would say the harder you're going to look to post and share your that you're perfect, or the harder you're going to strive for perfection, the more you're going to get lost, because that's when you can't take criticism and then change starts to become scary. The best thing is just to embrace yourself and empower yourself in everything that you're doing. So, and be like Russia, because you are honestly, you are such an inspiring human, and you're gorgeous, and
thank
also you're
you.
Lebanese. Like, this is, I think Lebanese women are like doing something here.
Yes,
Like,
they are.
common.
I mean, the role of women has changed from where it was to where it is now. And it's important for us to always be next to each other and work hard. Like you said, we all have a message that we want to relate. We all have a vision that we want the people to see. So, and I understand as a woman because, like I said, women are always, unfortunately, easier to attack or
Right.
or it's always easier for someone to say something about a woman than it is for a man.
If you know where you're going, all the other noise and everybody else criticizing and trying to trip you and stop you or say, oh, you're not doing this right, or why would you wear this, or why would you say this and stuff like that, that won't matter. But it definitely takes time. It took me it took me a few years.
It took me too. So I definitely understand, but
Because we're human. I mean, we're not, if it didn't affect you, then are you even human? It's normal
yeah,
to be affected by that stuff.
that's so true. What is your last words? What are the last words you would give?
Well, I'm very grateful that you had this talk with me. And it's so nice, the words that you said to me. So I'm very grateful for that. And I appreciate you doing this. And wherever you're spreading this word, I hope it inspires somebody. I hope everybody stays positive. Power of mind is all over everything. And if all else fails, always look up to people who have motivated in the past, read their words, and try to encourage everybody around you. So that's hopefully what
Hopefully
everybody
that's
will
always
live
and
by.
yeah.
Yeah.